People have really strong opinions about their pizza sauce. And a lot of people think you should not cook your tomatoes. You should have as few ingredients as possible. No garlic, no oregano, maybe no tomatoes even. I don't know. But this pizza sauce is actually just a tomato sauce. I just call it a pizza sauce because that's what I was making with it at the time. It does have garlic in it. Hope that doesn't make you too mad. But if it does, maybe don't watch this video, or just keep an open mind because I think cooked pizza sauce tastes better. Let's get into it.
Okay, you really only need a handful of ingredients here. You're going to start with your extra virgin olive oil and pretty heavily coat the bottom of your roasting pan. I use almost a quarter of a cup about. Next you go in with your roughly chopped garlic. You can honestly leave your garlic whole if you want. It's all going to get blended up. A sprinkle of oregano, then some fresh cracked pepper and kosher salt. After that, we'll go right in with our canned tomatoes. Your sauce is really only going to be as good as the tomatoes you use, so find some good ones. You can also do this with whole tomatoes or cherry tomatoes. You may have to cook it a little bit longer, but the flavor will be really good if you have nice fresh tomatoes as well. You don't really need to add any water or anything here. I like a nice concentrated flavor. We're just gonna cook it down a little bit. Next, I decided I didn't add enough salt, so I add another sprinkle here, and then a little more olive oil on top, just so the top maybe doesn't burn a little bit while it's in the oven. And that's it. This is gonna go right in a 350 degree oven for 45 minutes to an hour. Leave it uncovered because we want to get a little bit of caramelization and we want some evaporation and reduction so we get a more intense flavor. So there it is. That's about an hour later on this one. It's very hot. It's reduced by maybe a third, quarter to a third. And all those dark bits on the edge, I'm gonna scrape that down into the sauce before I blend it up. So that's just more flavor. If it gets too dark, you maybe don't want to add it in, but a little bit is gonna be really good. Some burnt tomatoes, a good flavor. You can go right into a regular blender. I just used a hand blender. I don't know, I think the only reason I did that is because sometimes I think it's a pain to clean my blender. But any way you want, you can go as smooth or as thick as you want. I kept it a little bit chunky just because I think I like that in my pizza. After that, just taste it, adjust to your seasoning. You can add more salt and pepper if you want. But that's it. Made these pizzas with it. I also added it to a little bit of ratatouille there. And you can also use it as our pasta sauce. Hope you enjoy.